Hi there. Welcome to Sunday Stitch at the Roving Crafters. I'm Jen. Guess what we're doing today? We're making a two-color cast on, like that. This is a cast on in the longtail family. And as you can see, it uses the regular slingshot setup with your left hand and one needle. And once you get comfortable with this method, casting on with the front color or the back color will be just as natural as any other longtail cast on. So let's get started at the beginning. Starting with 2 strands, you make a slip knot onto your needle. There you go, that's the easy part, right? Now this isn't a real stitch. This slip knot is just to anchor you to your needle. Once you've got all your stitches cast on, it'll come off. Using both strands that come off the ball, I'm going to ignore this little tail here and work with these two. Spread them out. Put your index finger and thumb between the 2 strands. Gather those strands at the base of the palm and hold them in your left hand in front of the needle like a slingshot. So let's do the normal long tail maneuver first, and what you'll notice is that the color you start with that comes off of your thumb is not the color that ends up on your needle. There. It would be the color off the index finger that ends up on your needle. So if you need a little refresher on the long tail cast on, the normal long tail cast on, you pick up the strand that comes off the front of your thumb at the base of your thumb. There. And then you lift your needle up and down so that you're grabbing the strand that comes off the front of your index finger. And you're going to pull that new strand through this loop that's forming off of your thumb, down towards you and off the thumb. From the front of the base of the thumb, up, tilt your needle up, and then down the middle of the index finger so that you grab this strand coming off the front of your index finger, down through this loop around the thumb, towards you and off. Once more. Like so. Now let's say you want to put a few stitches of the other color, of the red, on your needle. Well, you have to start with the cream to end up with the red. And you're going to start with the cream that comes off the back of your index finger. Yeah, this maneuver is the opposite in every way. We're going to work with the strands that come off the back of the thumb and the back of the index finger and the back of the thumb. Pick up from the back of the index finger like that. Dip down. Grab the strand that comes off the back of your thumb. We're halfway through. And now we're going to go through the loop that's forming off the index finger, down away from you. Drop the index finger and off. Pick up the strand from the back of the index finger. Dip down, grab the strand from the back of the thumb. Go through the loop on the index finger, away from you. Drop your index finger off and pull. Once more. Back of the index finger, back of the thumb, loop through the index finger, and off. Once you have a few stitches like this, you can get rid of that slip knot, which I'm going to do. Get rid of it. So now you can see that I have 3, 4, 5 in cream. Only 4 in red, so let's do another red. One more off the back of the index finger, back of the thumb, through the loop on the index finger, and off. Going back just so that you can see it for comparison, the normal long tail cast on, which will give me the cream, because I start with the red, and that leaves me with the cream. Now notice that the regular long tail cast on comes off the front, and the reverse long tail cast on comes off the back of your fingers. And of course you can mix these colors up in any way that you need. And the reverse long tail cast on. One more thing before I let you go, before I send you off to be making 2-color cast-ons to your heart's content. The stitches made with the cream on the needle, those are the traditional long tail cast on. And if you've ever taken a real close look and gotten all up in the business of a long tail cast on stitches, you know they look kind of like little knits at the base. They have that little V at the front of them. Well, the stitches that you've made where you end up with red, with the reverse long tail cast on, notice how they look like pearls. You end up with a pearl bump at the base of it. And that can be very useful if you're doing something like 2-color ribbing. You'll want to have the color that should be knits on this side. That color that you want to be knits on this side needs to be on your index finger. Right? And the color that you want to be pearls on this side needs to be on your thumb. Just something to keep in mind when you're setting up a 2-color cast on. There you go. Enjoy that one. Until next time.